Hello, replay viewers. Gonna wait for everybody to get in. I'm gonna show this for a second. This is my brainstorming on this new series I'm doing. So, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of ideas for scopes. As an art supply addict, I do have lots of supplies. How's everybody doing this evening? Well, it's evening here in Tennessee. How is it where you are? Anybody snowed in? Hello, Kathy. So glad you're joining again. Hi, Jean. It's good to see you. It's the first time I've seen you on Periscope. Hello, hello. We're doing a series on art supplies. And if y'all are like me, you love anything to do with art supplies. Well, welcome. I'm so glad. This is actually only my third scope and the first of this series I'm working on, so you are right on time. You have not missed a thing yet. I'm sorry for the light behind me, but how is everybody tonight? I just wanted you to see what I was broadcasting is the brainstorming session for the Hi from Chicago. You're just north of me. I'm down in Memphis, so you're not too far away. Hope you're not too cold up there. But I'm working on a series reviewing lots of art supplies, and we're going to start tonight with watercolor markers. And from there, I want to do alcohol markers, paint markers, the Zig, Wink of Stella, Wink of Luna, Posca. I've got a few of the graphic 45 paint markers. I have a lot of markers. Y'all want to see my markers? Hello, hello, hello. Hi everybody, come on in. I'm just showing my happy marker collection. And here's all of my paint markers here in the cup. So I have lots and lots of supplies. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and get it set up in the tripod so I can show you what I've got for tonight. Oh, not the ceiling. There we go. Yes, I do have so very many markers. Okay, I wanted it to be close enough for y'all to see, but if it is too close, I have another tripod that's further away. So y'all just let me know if the view is not good. It's upside down. Okay, hold on. I can fix that one. I hope. Okay, did that fix it? What am I doing wrong? How can I fix it? Do y'all know? Y'all do this more than me. I have to turn it this way for you. I can do that. Just right upside down. Very talented. Okay. Can read upside down too. Let's see if I can get this here on the paper. Aye. Yeah, there we go. This isn't the paper I'm going to be working on. I've got another paper I'm going to be working on. Okay, come on. I'm trying to open it so I can see how it looks on my app. And I can hear myself. There we go. Okay, now, on the same side of the table as me. Let me see. I don't know how I can color over the tripod though. I turn this around. See, I'm left-handed, so I have to sit it over here. Is that good, y'all? Let me see. Yes, okay. Now we're cooking with grease. Okay. The 4 different kinds of watercolor markers that I have are the Zig Clean Color, Real Brush, and if you have not tried those, I highly recommend trying those. Out of all watercolor markers I've tried, they're definitely my favorite. The Winsor Newton watercolor markers. Yes. Thank you, thank you. The Winsor Newton watercolor markers, they're nice, but the colors are more muted. And they are very expensive. I have the fewest when it comes to the Winsor Newton markers. The Ranger Distress markers, I have every color. I love the Distress markers. I love the new colors he came out with. And I'm sad he's not doing the new colors for 2016, but what can you do? Thank you. Thank you, Deb. And the last ones I have are the Tombow Dual Tip, which are the water-soluble markers. They're not actually watercolor, but they will react. I will, Kathy. Thank you. I appreciate y'all being patient and helping me out. I did these on the Fabriano hot press water and just Strathmore Bristol water, so you can see how they'll react on both. Okay, get my cup of markers over here. Let's see, what is that, pink? The Zig Clean Color markers look like this, and they have a real, let me see if you can, boy, a real brush tip. So you can, the brush fanning out here. If you're a painter, then you probably can pick these up and go right at using them. For me, it was a learning curve because I'm used to using the felt tip markers that you have on all the other markers. Yes, it is so wonderful once you get to it. And the Zig Clean colors, they sell them in sets. The largest set they sell is a set of 60, but they have 80 colors. So you can buy the set of 60, and then the last 20, you will have to go in and buy open stock, which is very frustrating. No, not at all. You can get the set of 60 for like $111, I believe, which is nowhere near what 60 Copics would cost. Okay. To show you how they react on the watercolor, I've got a Derwent watercolor water brush, just a regular water brush, and as soon as you touch water to it, you can see, and you can actually pull the color way out on these. Yes, I love these. Once I started using these, I kind of slacked off on using all the others. The colors will get lighter as you pull them out but they still are very strong. And I have not had mine but maybe 3 months. But another lady I spoke to has had hers for over a year. And with frequent use, she still says they're going strong. This I did last night. I actually started working on these last night. So it's been overnight, and they're still just like I put them just down like wet ink. I mean, it is really worth the money when it comes to these. I know, Tammy, I know. I feel that way with Periscope. I'm very frustrated with the freezing and getting kicked out so often. Okay, I've got these heart stamps down here just so I can do a little color. Yes, they will blend. I've got these stamps down here so I can show you a little bit of what they do. I'm just going to color the edge here and then drag it out with the watercolor brush, with the water brush. I keep looking every day thinking Periscope's going to put out an update. Periscope's going to put out an update. But I guess with the summit, that's all they've been concentrating on right now. Maybe after the summit, they'll fix the Periscope app. Okay. Now, if you go ahead and spread your water so the paper's already wet before you put the marker down, it will blend even nicely. Not even nicer. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. No, it's markers. It's these markers. They are the Zig Clean Color Real Brush. And they're watercolor markers. Yeah. They're very addictive. Let me get my water brush back. Yeah. Honey, Valentine's is just right around the corner. I have a wish list in Amazon that is, if you printed it, it was probably a mile long. It's very sad. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. I love the blue and pink are probably two of my. Yes, I love Amazon. Amazon Prime is like the best thing ever invented, I think. Okay. I'm going to do a dark color first for the second one. I'm going to do this red. I have 3 different reds, and this is the only one that really looks red. But on the camera, it actually looks more orange, it looks like. The color on camera is awesome. Yes, I do too. Christmas, when I was doing my Christmas cards, I wore this red out. These stamps were stamped with Stays On ink, just if anyone is wondering. Yeah, she was only in for a second. Tammy was in and out. This is my third scope. It's my first one doing a tutorial though. My first scope, I was showing some cling stamp storage I had gotten in from Blitzy. My second scope, I was given a flip through of my journal. Okay. Bye, Tammy. Wait. Are you leaving or are you staying? My second scope, I was showing a journal that I had made, thanks to Tammy, because she's so awesome and amazing and wonderful. Don't we all love Tammy? If anyone in here does not follow Tammy, she is AC Adventures. She does some excellent scopes. She teaches how to make journals. Thanks to her, I actually got my first journal made. You should follow her for sure. Okay, so there's the Zig clean color, and this is on the hot press watercolor paper. Now I'm going to show you the Zig on the Bristol, which is not made for watercolors. Now let's hide the first paper so we can only see this one. Woo! Tripod does not like me today. Come on, be good. A toolbox, yes. That is a great idea. Are you looking for something small like a box, or are you looking for something larger? Oh, well, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. If you're looking for something larger than a toolbox, just a suggestion. The oh, okay, I was gonna say, if you've seen the Raskog carts that IKEA puts out, those are wonderful. Okay, these are the same, the Zig clean colors. Yeah. It would take me too long to write out a pen list. And this is watercolor reacting on Bristol. It is reacting just like a watercolor paper. Yeah, it's Raskog. R-A. Here, let me write it down. R-A-S-K-O-G. And it's by IKEA. It's only $30. And as far as art supplies, it will be like the best investment you've ever made. Thank you, Tammy. Mine is stuffed full. It is sturdy and it will hold... Yes, a lefty. It will hold... I've probably got 60 pounds worth of art supplies in that cart. I'll show that to y'all another time when I actually have my space cleaned up more. So y'all can see the zigs are reacting. Yes, it was a great buy. They have one similar at Target. It's called something different, but it looks just the same, and it's the same price at Target. Yes, exactly. Shh, we're not supposed to let anybody know that yet, Tammy. It's a secret. Okay, I'm going to move over just a little and show you the Winsor Newton. That is perfect. There you go. As far as boxes, I've used mainly shoe boxes and leftover storage boxes, Amazon boxes. The only boxes that I've bought... No, I did not get to see that scope. The only box that I've bought is the 12 by 12 boxes to hold my... Yes, they are definitely my favorite. The 12 by 12 boxes to hold my paper, because I couldn't find any other way to store paper. Now, these are the Winsor Newton watercolor markers. Let me show you these. They're actually a dual tip. You see that? Yes. Sorry, my child's whispering in the background. And the Winsor Newton, they go by your real colors. If you were going into a store to paint colors, hello. To buy paint colors, this is what you would call. This is the only marker I know that uses the real paint color. You have a brush tip. Which will make your fatter lines. I'll move it here so you can see it. It's actually a felt. It is not a real brush like you have with the zig. And then you have... Oi, that's not good, is it? There we go. Let's fix that real quick. The small detail tip. We're getting into small areas. So these, the Ranger and the Tombow, all have dual tips. And the Winsor Newtons have a, I should have looked exactly how many colors they have. They have a very good selection of colors. I'd say probably, less than 100. But it's going to be up there. There's a lot of colors to choose from. But their colors are more muted. Yeah, now you know why I just never leave the house. So the brightness you're going to get with the zig, you're not going to get so much with the Winsors. If you like muted palettes, earth tones, these are great for that. And this is also on Bristol paper. So these markers are reacting very quickly to water. You can drag the color. And it dries to the same color you see. It's not going to change color, which I really like that. Are you shopping for books, Tammy? Let's do some pink, since we're coloring hearts. Oh, didn't you say you were at a bookstore? You can come shop in my bedroom. It'd be about the same. I've got a whole series of these set. I think next I'm going to do, I don't really use alcohol markers very much. I tried it. I just didn't do well with alcohol markers. Now, I've seen amazing, beautiful pieces of art done with alcohol markers. It's just, maybe one day it will be something that I enjoy. But right now, I'm loving watercolor and water mediums. Okay, I'm going to show you how it blends with this next one. It is magenta. I cannot say this first Q word, so I'll just say magenta. Thank you. The next one I'm going to try, I'm just going to demonstrate the alcohol markers that I do have for anyone that maybe has never used alcohol markers. I have a few of the, I do have some Copics. I have some of the Copic Sketch. I have Copic Chow. Then I have the Mexpy. So those are only 3 alcohol markers that I have. So I'll probably combine the alcohol markers with maybe some of the other miscellaneous markers I have. These are the Chart Pack fine tip markers. They're not a paint or acrylic marker, but I don't think they're an alcohol marker. I actually won these. Ooh, they have a strong smell. Okay, if you have allergies, you do not want to buy these markers. Just warning. Woo, man. Maybe it's because the marker's new and I never used it before, but wow. It smells like alcohol. That's the smell I'm getting. It's like rubbing alcohol. So maybe it is an alcohol marker. Every Monday, it is Grumbacher, Grumbacher. They have a Grumbacher official group on Facebook. So go join that group, and every Monday yes, that's it. Every Monday they do a mystery box giveaway. And to win it, all you have to do is comment on the post. And 5 people every Monday win this mystery box. And the only thing I've ever won in my life was one of those mystery boxes. And it was wonderfully packed. I got a lot of stuff. I was actually surprised they sent so much for a free giveaway. I got some, I got these. I got like 3 of the Molotov 1.5 millimeter tips. And I got 3 of the Molotov 4 millimeter tips. These are the acrylic paint markers. So those I won free. I won 4 of these Chart Pack markers. Yes, aren't they? Oi! I got a, what else did I get? I got like 6 of their graphite pencils, drawing pencils. They came 2 to a pack. So I got 6 pencils. I got a refill for ink, the acrylic ink. And something else, I can't remember what it was. Okay, it's just showing how the 2 blues blend together. You almost have a seamless blend right here in the middle. So pretty. Now, the Winsor Newton markers, they are more like $5 a marker. They are more expensive because it's the Winsor Newton brand, but they're probably worth it. I mean, I like them. I only have probably 15 of them myself. I just bought some of my favorite colors to give them a try. And I will use them every once in a while because I like the muted palette. Hello, thank you for coming in. You can't take what? It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Okay, just going to pull this down a little bit. I think I'll keep it, if I can get this set up, I'm just going to leave it like this. So y'all can see, there we go. See both of them at once. Yeah. See, now you need to come to Tennessee. After I come to Georgia, we'll just take turns playing with each other's art supplies. Isn't that the dream come true for all us art supply addicts? Play with everybody else's stuff. And this is the Fabriano hot press watercolor paper. Alright, I didn't clean my brush there. I'm going to pull this color down to show you how much you can pull the color out on the actual watercolor paper. You could carry this on forever. Just from that one little bitty circle. And even after it dries, if you put more water back to it after it's dried, it will react again. Well, that's a lot of paint for one little bitty circle. Turquoise is my favorite color. Okay, so there is your Winsor Newton. It will work on basically any paper. If it works on Bristol, I'd say it would work on any. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Now we're gonna do the yucky. Gonna do the Ranger Distress, and I'm gonna actually try these out on the watercolor first, because these are a less water reactive marker. I think they're probably just a water soluble marker, maybe. Tim Holtz Distress markers. Okay, somebody's got to know how many there are. Is it like 96 colors in the Distress markers now? Something like that. These were the first markers, as far as watercolor markers, that I ever started using. Yeah. But they're also a lot cheaper too. Yeah. I think it's only like $2.30 or something like that. But I bought them when they were on sale at Zig. Wow, this is actually reacting really well to the water. If y'all can see that. Now this is the Fabriano hot press. Ooh, this water pen is really dumping the water out. Hello! Oh, so glad you could join. We have already went over the Zig Clean Color and the Winsor Newton. And now we're on the Ranger Distress markers. Here on the sheet you can see some of the samples we've done with the different watercolor markers. If you're interested in buying some, thank you, Tammy. Anybody interested in shopping for watercolor markers? If you're on a budget, I would say start with the Distress. As you can see, they react very well. I love using the Distress markers to color in stamped images. They blend. They have the small, fine detail end. I'm going to show you the tips. There's a small tip. If you need to do some detail coloring on a stamped image or something. Whoa, honey, don't do that, okay? You need to go play. And this is the felt tip, which will give you a fat. Go play. Go play. Your fat lines with your felt tip. I was so glad when the Candied Apple Distress was finally released December. I was waiting and waiting for a true red to come out in the Distress markers.
Hello.
My 5-year-old is saying hello, everyone. Dad, who was keeping them occupied, disappeared.
Can I make this?
Go play. Thank you. Not you. You don't go play. Hi, hi, hi. Now, I'm going to move down to the Bristol. And it's been a while since I used the distress markers on the Bristol, so I'm not really remembering how they react. Wow, it's actually doing really good. Now, these I didn't do last night. These I actually did. I did color these tonight. So this ink has been just sitting for a short amount of time. Stay. My tripod is not, it's heavy on the phone end, so it's falling. Can really pull some color on this, even on the Bristol. Mean Mom, I must have missed something. Okay, what color should we color the heart? Red? Actually, I'm going to try and mix the abandoned coral. Purple. I was going to try 2 reds so y'all could see how they blend real quick. And then I'll show you how the purple does. Compromise. Okay, let's see. Down a little bit, up a little bit. There we go. And I have had people, or heard, I haven't had anyone that I personally know, but I've heard people say that they have had their distress dry up. That's probably one of the most frequent complaints I've heard about the distress markers, is that they dry up. Hello, hello, Veronica. So happy you're here. I have not had a single distress marker dry up, and I have had them. Oh, that's totally fine. Better late than never. I've had these for over a year, probably a year and a half, and I have not had a single marker go dry on me. But then it was just, was it last March that the Ranger Company introduced the ink refresher, which says it's for me. I'm in Memphis, West Tennessee, Southwest Tennessee, down in the bottom corner. We're like 20 minutes from Arkansas, 20 minutes from Mississippi. Thank you. All right, purple for Tammy. Yeah, they blended very well. Okay, I'm just going to put one line in the middle of this heart, and I'm going to see if I can pull it the rest of the way out with the water. Thank you so very much. I have been watercoloring and watercolor marker watercoloring probably longer than I've done anything else. Well, that's why I started with this one first, because it's my most comfortable place to begin. All right, see, we've got some lefties in here. Hello, Aline. I have some... That's totally fine, Tammy. I think our husbands would have to pull us apart kicking and screaming. I have some friends that live up in Detroit. I've never been there, but I have friends that are from there. AC Adventurers, Tammy, she's a lefty also. So we've got 3 here. So there we go. From that one line, it pulled out to color the whole heart. Oh wow, 4 lefties in this one room. See, we're the creatives, we're the artists. So many creative people, even musicians, are left-handed. Yes, exactly. Okay, now I'm going to do the final one I have to show you is the Tombow. That's what I told her. I told her the same thing. She's letting everybody know. Exactly. Exactly. No. I didn't conform in the first place, though. Come on now. Alright, to show you the Tombows, they do not... Let me get it into camera view here. The Tombows do not give you a color name. They give you a number for their markers, which is frustrating to me, but that's how they do it, and I can't tell them to do it any other way. They are dual tip, so you have your small tip. Let me get... Gonna have to move back. Here we go. Come on, paper. Work with me. Okay. You have your small tip for your detail. If y'all can hear my children, I do apologize. That's how it is in a house with 2 5-year-olds. And this is the felt tip on your Tombows. Oh, yes. And so full of energy. If I could bottle that energy and sell it, I would be a billionaire. These, I don't know. I did these hearts because I figured I could go back and cut them out and use them in collage because I love doing collage. But the paper, I didn't really have any plans with. And anyway, here's your brush felt tip. I do really like the brush end on the Tombow markers. Hello, Kelly. Super Kelly. All right. Sorry, y'all. Had to step away for a minute. Find father. Okay, I'm going to start on the, I guess I'll start on the Bristol. Yes, I have boy-girl twins. Bradley and Savannah. And that's why I'm so, half sane. Whenever I meet parents with adult twins that have survived their twins, it always gives me encouragement. Oh, good. Somebody has survived this. Okay. It is not easy. And the older they get, I think the harder it gets. I'm really dreading teen years, y'all. This is not a very wet... Okay. Got the water going. This is the Tombows, which they are not advertised at all as a watercolor marker. They are just water soluble, so you're not going to get as much color drag as you will with the other watercolor markers. But I was surprised with how well the Tombows do react to water. I only learned about this just a couple months ago. I had never used my Tombows as a watercolor marker. So it's like, yay, a whole new watercolor marker. I'm so excited. 20C, that's it. If somebody else can do it, I've got to be able to do it. All these other people are. And boy-girl twins, oh. I think it's better than 2 girls. But actually, when I found out I was pregnant with twins, I was actually hoping for 2 boys. Because I also have an 11-year-old boy. And boys are so much easier than girls. And you don't have to do the hair. You don't have to do the makeup. You don't have to do the shoes or the handbags. Oy. Amen. Yes. Every day. Lord, give me strength not to kill these children. No, I'm kidding, y'all. Okay. So here is the Tombos on the Bristol, which is actually a pretty good reaction. I'm very, very delighted with how well all of the watercolor markers reacted with, yes, aren't they so much easier? They don't care what they're wearing. They don't care. Just throw something on and let them go. I have to make my boys put on coats. They don't care that it's cold. Okay, the last one is to show the Tombos on actual watercolor paper. Now I'm going to do another scope, and I'm going to do it on different types of paper, because I have pastel paper, I have charcoal paper, I have Bristol, I have cold press watercolor, I have hot press watercolor, I have Yupo. I'm sure I have more than that. I've just got to go look. But I'm going to do a scope on the different types of paper if you're interested. But as far as watercolor, because I like to stamp a lot, I like the hot press watercolor paper because it is a smooth texture. Cold press watercolor paper is a rougher texture. Just for anybody that didn't know, because for a long time I did not know the difference between hot press and cold press watercolor paper until I asked and somebody told me. You can actually drag this color out. Yeah. Oh, exactly. My kids, as soon as they walk, they don't care whose house it is. As soon as they walk in, they rip their shoes off. What is it with kids that do that? I don't get it. Me, I'm never out of my shoes. I wear out my house shoes. You can see the Tombow, you're not going to get as much water, as much color drag. It's not going to be as strong as our other watercolor markers. But it's still, it's a good place to start. I think you can buy, what is it, a pack of, it's 6, isn't it? A pack of 6 markers or 10. It's like a pack of 10 markers for $15, which is not a bad place to start. I started with the Ranger, and then I went to the Tombows. I started with the Ranger because I could buy them at Hobby Lobby. And the Tombows I bought secondhand. Yes, yep. The next one I'm gonna do some I'm gonna do alcohol markers, and I'm gonna mix in some other miscellaneous markers. The glitter markers, maybe some of the Sharpie markers. I have so many markers. You missed the first of the scope where I was showing everybody my marker collection. And it's a lot. So please check back in. And after I finish the markers, I'm going to go to the pencils and pens. Yes, I love the glitter. The Atuspica. Is that how you say that? That's what it looks like. Right? Atuspica. Spica. But these are the small glitter markers. And I also have the Stella, Wink of Stella, and the, what is it? The Wink of Stella and Wink of Luna markers that I'll be doing with the miscellaneous markers tomorrow. If I can get it together by tomorrow. I hope so. Oh, girl. I know, it's sad. It really is. And I have sold a lot. I admin on a Facebook group that sells secondhand art supplies. Yes, I love the Sakura. The Sakuras, I love those, and I love the microns too. I'm trying to teach myself jelly roll to, not jelly roll. What am I saying? I'm trying to teach myself to Zentangle. And I bought the microns to Zentangle with. And hopefully one day I can actually say, yes, I know how to Zentangle. I'm not there yet. But I think it is such a beautiful art form. Watching others do it is just amazing. You too, have a great night, and thank you for joining. And I will post it in the group again when I'm doing my next scope, so you'll know. Haven't done what? I'm sorry. I get sidetracked so quickly. But what I was saying was I admin on a Facebook group that resells art supplies. If y'all have any art supplies you wanted to sell, it's a great place to do it. You get money to buy more art supplies. So we just sell on Facebook, and everybody pays through PayPal. They also pay the shipping, so you're not out anything. Yes, isn't Zentangling beautiful? I got 2 books on it, and I still have not figured it out. It's because I'm a lefty, maybe. That's it. It's always difficult for people to teach me something when they're right-handed and I'm left-handed. My 5-year-old daughter is left-handed. She's the only child I have that I can actually teach how to write, because my other 2 were right-handed. Somebody else had to teach them to write. I couldn't. I want to see if I can get this one to blend with the red. Oh, I love that coloring book. It is in my Amazon wish list. So beautiful. I love the coloring books for just when I need to chill. The kids have drove me crazy. I can't get out too many art supplies, so I can just grab a few colored pencils and a coloring book. And it's like a meditation, kind of. You don't have to think about it. You just color. See, even the tombos, their colors will blend almost seamlessly. Do y'all want to see if they'll blend as well on the Strathmore, the Bristol paper? Since I'm finished. Is there any questions also? Anybody that has any questions about any of the markers? I'll go back over this one. Fiskars. What is it that Fiskars has? Is it pens? See, now you might have told me something new I need to go try. I love trying new things, and then if I don't like it, I just turn around and sell it on the Facebook group and buy something else. I went through every brand of colored pencils. I swear, every brand. Even ones from overseas that I had to buy off eBay. Tried them all out just to discover that the Prismacolors and the Derwent Color Soft are the 2 that I like the best. The second, well, I'd say Prismacolors first. The Color Soft is second. And third would be, oh wow, I need some more gel pens. That's actually one thing I'm not very, I don't have many. The only gel pens I have are the Jelly Rolls. Those are the only ones. The, how do they say it? Irogiton. Those are the top 3 colored pencils. I sold and got rid of all the rest. I only have those 3 now. And I have different brands of watercolor pencils, mind you, but those are just the 3 colored pencils that I have. And I'm going to also do a scope on those as well. Okay, let's pull up this one, the watercolor paper, so you can see. The Irogiton. If you want me to tell, I can go get one really quick and I can show it to you. Here is the, if I can get that, trying to get the whole page in the, there we go. So you can see the different watercolor markers we went over. We went over the Clean Color Real Brush, which would definitely be number 1.
The camera's watching.
Number 2, the Winsor Newton. 3 would be the Distress. And last but not least, well, maybe least, would be the Tombows. So these are the 4 watercolor markers we went over tonight. I'm going to go right back. I'm going to go grab the colored pencil for you. I'm back. Oh. Wait. I totally grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed my Prima watercolor pencils. They look just like them. Okay. Yeah, it's by Tombow. The Irogitons are by Tombow. It is Irojiten. They have beautiful colors. They're not as creamy as Prismacolors. If you've used Prismacolors, they're not as creamy. They don't blend as well as the Prismacolors, but the colors are strong and they're unique. They have such a unique color palette. And it is made by Tombow, so it is a good company. And as far as price, they're not as near as expensive as the Prismacolors either. So they're a good starter.
Get back, Brandy.
Oh, yes. Yes, I like Marvy. I tried the Marvy. One of my friends actually gave me hers when she got out of stamping and coloring. She gave me her entire stock of stamps and markers. It was a wonderful, wonderful gift to be given, especially when I was new. And I really liked the Marvies, but if I kept everything I had, y'all, I think my husband might leave me. So I just have to narrow it down the best I can. Is there any questions you had? Any of the colors you wanted to see more? No, right? This art supply addiction we have. Did I blend some of the Winsor Newton colors? Oh, I did. I did that on this page. Here's the Winsor Newton and the Ranger Distress blends. So you can see they blend really well. And this is actually on Bristol paper also. That's probably a good thing, actually. I wish that I could pick out favorites, but I have such a hard time picking out my favorite. Yeah, it's so hard because you always think I'm going to use that. I can use that. I can use that. Especially when it comes to my collage material and my papers. I'll always save those. Even the little scraps. I've got a box that all of my paper scraps go into because I can stamp that or I can die cut that. I'm so glad y'all joined and stayed with me this entire time. If nobody has any questions, I'm going to go on and jump off. And see, I can show you. It's a mess, but this is my brainstorming process. I'm working on markers right now. Yes. Oh, see, the only machine I did have one of the Spellbinders Grand Caliber die cut machines until the handle broke. Literally, the handle broke. So it had to go in the garbage. And at Tuesday morning, I found one of the mini. It's by Spellbinders, but I forget what it's called. But it's a mini. It's only maybe this big. So I can only, let me put my hand over here. I can only die cut small or emboss with small folders. Yeah, I know. It gets really frustrating. I've got to wait until income tax. Hello, Tammy. But that is #1 on my income tax wish list. A new die cut emboss machine. Awesome. Congratulations. Wi-Fi is important. Woot woot. Did you want to see the Tombow markers that I did, Timmy? Okay, I will. I'm just going over. Oh my child just dropped the tripod and broke the mount. That's so wonderful. Now I have a broke mount. Okay, these are the Tombows. This is on the watercolor paper. Come on, get in the screen. I have to remember everything on the camera is backwards. So which way I move it on here goes backwards on the camera. I'll get there. I will get there. This is a blend of purple and red, which made a beautiful pink. And I was surprised how much the Tombows actually, the color pulled out. For it not being a watercolor marker, it did really well. But next I'm going to do alcohol markers, and since I only have 3 alcohol markers, yeah, you will love watercolor markers. Oh my gosh, I love them. Yeah, well, the tripod's not broke. It is the mount that is broke that I used to hold my phone. No, not tonight, Tammy. No, this is going to be my next scope in the series. I'm going to do the alcohol markers, and with the alcohol markers, I'm going to go ahead and do the Wink of Stella's, the Copic Aspica glitter markers, and the Wink of Luna. So I'll put those 3 along with the 3 alcohol markers, and that'll be the next scope. And then after that, I'm going to do paint markers. And with paint markers, I have Posca, I have Liquitex, I have Molotow, and I have Montana. I think that is it as far as, oh, and I have 3 of the Sharpie paint pens, paint markers. I have 3 of those I'll show. Bye, thank you. And come back for the next one, please. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 2 series, y'all. Y'all, I sound so country. I want some chalk markers. I do.
Where did this come from?
I had some, honey, I'm on the phone. I had some chalk markers at one time, and I can't remember actually what happened to them. I might have given them to my sister. So it's on my wish list to get some more chalk markers. And I want to get some good quality ones. I think the ones I had were from the dollar spot at Target. So the color was not strong at all. And every time something touched it, it would smear. Which is just a mess in a world full of kids. Do you have any chalk markers you would recommend? Now, I love the zigs. I really love those, but they are so expensive. I still don't have all of them. It's very slow. Yeah, that was the ones that I had. I didn't like. They smeared so easily that I let my sister have them because she said she could use them on her chalkboards. Yes. Well, if I do run across any chalk markers, I will definitely do a scope on it. Anything else anyone has a question about? I'm not doing paper after pencils. I'm going to do, I totally forgot about, your watercolor crayons, your watercolor pastels, the ink tints, blocks, and all of those beautiful coloring mediums. Oh, I need to put gelatos on there also. If I don't write it, I will forget it because gelatos are also water soluble. I want to do oil coloring so bad. That is one medium that I have not tried at all. Gelatos, yes. So fun. I think I have, let me get this for you.
I'm not getting any cereal until you pick up this mess.
I know it was right here in my, nope, it's on the watercolor, right here.
Get in here.
This is my swatch for my gelatos. And it's hard to catch the shine that comes with them on camera. But I was so surprised at how strong the color pigments remain. Yes. And when they dry, they're not creamy anymore. They're just like coloring on a piece of paper with marker. Excuse the water running in the background. These are all the metallics on this side. So I'm going to add the gelatos in with the crayons and the water-soluble pastels. Thank you. I know. I told you I have rainbowitis. I seriously suffer from rainbowitis. Tammy said hello.
What? Hello?
He said hello. Okay. Oh, hi, Figgy Pudding. I'm so sorry you joined so late. I know, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have so much fun. I'm gonna have a hard time leaving my art supplies though, right? I will be packing a bag of art supplies to bring with me for you to play with. You'll have to tell me what you want me to bring. Shelly, here's a review of what we went over tonight with the watercolor markers. There's the Zig Clean color, the Winsor Newton, the Ranger Distress. Yes, I would definitely be bringing the watercolors, for sure. The Winsor Newton watercolor markers, the Ranger Distress, and the Tombow Dual Tip water soluble markers. Just testing their reactions on paper, watercolor paper and Bristol paper, and testing how they blended with each other. Okay, I've got to get kids in bed because they have to get up and go to school. Tomorrow I get to have the whole house to myself. Hubby works 24-hour shifts on the fire department, and the children will be at school till 3. Yes, I will be there soon. As soon as I can get my children into bed. And tomorrow I will work on my second scope, and hopefully I can come on and scope tomorrow night. And I hope you will all join me and invite your friends, anybody that is addicted to art supplies or wants to be addicted to art supplies. Invite them. You too. Yes. Oh, I know. It's wonderful. I hate getting up early, but I love them being at school all day. I thought I was going to miss them when they started kindergarten. No. So the next scope will be on alcohol markers and some of the Copic and Zig markers. Thanks, everyone. Thank you so much for all of the hearts and comments. And I hope to see you next broadcast. Y'all have a great night. Yes, I'd love to see it.
Can I watch a movie?
Let me see if I can get this off of a tripod. Oh.
How are you going to turn off? I want to watch a movie.